We will talk about Islam Wagar's discussion on the news that the Chinese-made J-35A was delivered to the Pakistan Air Force ahead of expectations. A surprise weapon of the J-35 for the Pakistani Air Force will also be discussed, along with the growing popularity of Chinese weapons. So let's start. Freedom. Friends, according to Chinese hidden spies and Pakistani media sources, there is a possibility that the Chinese-made J-35A stealth aircraft will be delivered to the Pakistan Air Force ahead of expectations. The successful deployment of Chinese-made weapons by the Pakistani Air Force during recent tensions, the growing international popularity of these aircraft, their proven capabilities in real combat scenarios, and their outperformance of rival Western aircraft have now led to reports from Chinese officials as well. These reports indicate that they are likely to deliver the J-35, a fifth-generation stealth aircraft, to the Pakistan Air Force very soon. It is important to mention here that previously the expected delivery timeline for the Chinese-made J-35A to the Pakistan Air Force was stated to be either the end of 2026 or sometime in 2027. However, according to research reports, the Chinese-made J-35A could be delivered to the Pakistan Air Force either by the end of this year or at the very beginning of next year. It is worth noting that while the Pakistan Air Force has successfully deployed the Chinese-made J-10C fighter aircraft during the recent tensions with India, there are also reports that these aircraft have successfully shot down the French Rafale jets used by the Indian Air Force using their PL-15 and long-range missiles. Meanwhile, other Chinese-made weapons have also been successfully used by the Pakistan Air Force, and we will discuss their growing popularity in more detail later on. It has now been confirmed that the Chinese Air Force has introduced long-range air-to-air missiles with folding wings, known as the PL-50, for its J-35 and J-20, fifth-generation stealth aircraft. These missiles can be carried in the internal weapon bays of both aircraft. However, after the Indian Rafale was hit by the PL-15 long-range air-to-air missiles used by the Pakistan Air Force against India, the recovered seeker head and the components housing its active electronically scanned array (AESA) radar TR modules clearly indicate that these long-range air-to-air missiles were most likely produced by the Chinese defense industry in 2015. This suggests that China had already developed and fielded its PL-15 long-range air-to-air missiles quite some time ago. Furthermore, it is highly likely that China has also developed the subsequent versions of this air-to-air missile, which are referred to as the PL-30 and, according to some defense observers, the PL-21. Not only will China use this extra long-range air-to-air missile on its future J-20 and J-25 aircraft, but there is also a possibility that this missile will be offered to the Pakistan Air Force as part of the J-35's weapon package. According to research reports, China has offered Pakistan the local production of the export version of its PL-15 under a transfer of technology agreement. This, in a way, serves as an endorsement that China has indeed developed and fielded the PL-30 extra long-range air-to-air missile in its own air force, and it is certain that in the near future China will also provide this missile to the Pakistan Air Force. Let's now talk about the key capabilities of China's Shenyang Aircraft Corporation's J-35 stealth aircraft as well as its radar and weapon systems. According to the information provided so far, the J-35A has a length of 17.3 meters, a height of 4.8 meters, and a wingspan of 11.5 meters. Its maximum takeoff weight is stated to be 28 tons, while its combat radius, that is, its combat range, with only internal fuel is 1,250 kilometers. The J-35A's top speed is reported as Mach 1.8, and its service ceiling is 52,000 feet. The J-35A possesses the same stealth characteristics as the carrier-borne version. However, it has been uniquely designed for Air Force missions. For example, it does not use the naval version's arresting hook or folding wings, which simplifies its design features and enhances its agility for land-based operations. The prototype version of the J-35A is using the WS-21 engine. This engine can basically generate 9 tons of thrust, meaning the WS-21 generates 93 kilonewtons of thrust. Currently, this engine does not have super cruise capability, which has been reserved for the future. Eventually, the J-35 and carrier-borne 35 will be equipped with the 19 which can generate higher thrust. This engine will not only generate 115 kilonewtons of thrust but will also have thrust vector control or TVC capability. The J-35 has a single internal bay, which can house a total of 6 air-to-air missiles. In the internal bay, the aircraft will be able to carry PL-10, PL-15, and PL-21 missiles, while it also has secondary air-to-ground capability. It should be noted that the PL-10 is classified as a short-range, high off-bore sight air-to-air missile, the PL-15 as a long-range air-to-air missile, and the PL-21 as a very long-range air-to-air missile. In its internal bay for air-to-ground missions, it can carry 50-kilogram small-diameter bombs, such as the LS-6 or FT-7, satellite-guided bombs, as well as the GB-50 laser-guided bomb. The J-35 offers 6 external hardpoints, which can be used to carry larger missiles such as the YJ-83K for anti-ship roles and the YJ-91 anti-radiation missiles for suppression of enemy air defenses, respectively. An internal gun was also supposed to be installed on the J-35E, but there is no information available about its exact location. Friends, with this weapon package, it can be specifically said that the J-35A will be a multi-role aircraft in every sense, which can be configured as needed for dedicated air-to-air, air-to-ground, and air-to-surface missions, or for multi-role missions. The recent successful deployment of various Chinese-made weapons and systems by the Pakistan Air Force during heightened tensions has attracted the attention of many military observers. At the same time, there has been a significant increase in the level of interest from various countries in evaluating and acquiring Chinese-made weapons. Chinese-made weapons are not only cost-effective compared to their Western counterparts in terms of acquisition, but they are also relatively less expensive to maintain and keep operational. Similarly, China is completely open to providing its export customers with long-range and relatively sophisticated weapons, but without any strings attached, along with all of its other weaponry. Although Chinese weapons have previously boasted many capabilities on paper, their lack of use in actual combat has led many observers to question their effectiveness, and export customers have also viewed their real combat capabilities with skepticism. The successful use by Pakistan Air Force of the J-10C, JF-17 Thunder, and PL-15 very long-range air-to-air missiles in integrated network warfare has significantly boosted the popularity of these fighter aircraft, and now many Western media outlets are also quoting this fact. Bloomberg, in a recent report, has revealed that the Chinese weapons deployed by the Pakistan Air Force against India have succeeded in proving their effectiveness. Similarly, other observers and media sources are also openly stating that Chinese-made weapons have not only proven themselves in combat, but have also successfully demonstrated their on-paper capabilities in real combat scenarios. Friends, that was today's defense update. I hope this video has increased your knowledge. See you in the next video. Remember me in your prayers. Allah Hafiz. Long live Pakistan.